Innovation and enterprise will continue to drive societal transformation and development for countries that set their sights on long-term economic growth and sustenance. The Tertiary Education Trust Fund, popularly known as TETFund, has always imbibed this same vision for Nigeria, and like the famous 16th century French astrologer Nostradamus, who many still believed was imbued with the gift of foretelling the future in his time, the agency has for years been convinced that the road to economic freedom and prosperity lies in research and development. TETFund, for a long while, has been making extensive investments in research and development in the nation's public universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education, apart from contributing outstandingly in changing the landscape of tertiary institutions all over the country. Also, the agency, through its collaboration with Innovate, an Abuja-based innovation-centric organization, has steadily been financing the TETFund Alliance for Innovative Research, Tetfair, Research for Impact R4I, Innovation Fellowship for Aspiring Inventors and Research, IFAIR, and has just concluded the first of its kind and well-received National Research Fair and Exhibition, to mention a few, all in a bid towards building and enshrining a strong and virile nation. In effect, the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TETFund, has been one veritable and committed agency of government which daily lives the mantra of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR of nurturing and fostering a new, prosperous and enduring Nigeria for the benefit of the citizens and succeeding generations. Recently, and during the just concluded National Research Fair and Exhibition in Abuja, some of the dreams of TETFund board, management and staff came to life when the Executive Secretary Akitesuni St. Echuno, in the company of the Israeli Ambassador to Nigeria, His Excellency Michael Freeman, handed over patents to some investors who have hitherto been taken through the Innovate rigorous boot camp in Abuja. To an obviously jubilant Echuno, the seeds of TETFund's research sponsorship over the years are getting matured and will soon be ready for harvesting, with the patents endorsed for a certain number of inventors by Federal Republic of Nigeria's Patent Registration Certificate. With the development, the Executive Secretary noted the intellectual properties of researchers and inventors are non-protected, and they can therefore confidently launch their products into the marketplace and be adequately protected by law. In other words, the world is now their oyster.
This is a very important segment of these celebrations today. Indeed, this is the part that gladdens my heart the most. The fact that you have taken a very important first step after the incubation of your idea to bringing it to fruition. These set of presentations represent those that have crossed that valley of death, they call it. They have received the Federal Republic of Nigeria's Certificate of Registration of Patent. And when you have received this patent, this is actually the evidence of your intellectual property. Nobody can use this product. Nobody can copy this product. Nobody can exploit this project for any gain without your consent, your permission, your authorization. And so these are groups, teams that have achieved, and we have been able to support them to get to the registration of their patent. I congratulate each and every one of you that will be coming today, and I tell all Nigerians, please, this is the path to go for us as a country to achieve our full potential. God bless you.
Some of the inventions patented include self-powered digital solid fuel stove and electricity generator invented by a team led by Isa Yakub Muhammad from Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University, Bauchi, in Bauchi State. Smart Tracker, a wireless network-based system for tracking and monitoring small and higher animals created by another team and led by Oluwafemi Arogundade from Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Ogun State. Others are Contech, an Internet of Things IoT-enabled device that revolutionizes construction of quality control by providing real-time, accurate and reliable monitoring of concrete strength developed by a team led by Olofintui Ilesonmi Olarewaju from the Federal Polytechnic Ado-Ekiti, Ekiti State, and Cooltech, a portable vaccine cooling device conceived to assist health workers in remote and off-grid locations by another team led by Ben Festus from the Federal Polytechnic Ede in Osun State, among others. At the same ceremony, Akitesoni St. Echuno, still in the company of the Israeli ambassador, also handed out certificates of participation to Tetfair cohorts 2, 3 and 4 drawn from various universities, polytechnics and colleges of education. The just concluded fair and exhibition was replete with incredible innovations that could revolutionize Nigeria's agriculture, technological service and manufacturing sectors if added pep. As the saying goes, necessity is the mother of invention. It is no wonder, therefore, that a series of exhibitors showcased all manner of electric vehicles that run on solar power as a direct attempt at curtailing astronomical fuel costs incurred in running motor-engineered automobiles. Another standout project was the Smart Campus, a solution developed by Delta State Polytechnic which addresses key challenges such as energy management, insecurity, and skills development on Nigerian campuses head-on. Many other groundbreaking inventions that could make positive impact on the various sectors of the economy were also exhibited with pomp.
We are showcasing 4 products. We have the autonomous, we have the airborne lineman detector drone, the autonomous missile launcher, the smart armory, and then we have the solar-powered oven. The airborne lineman detector drone, its function basically is to go towards routes of advance and scan the presence of IED and other improvised explosive devices. And it has an interface. The moment it scans, it tells the interface unit the exact location where such an IED is being buried and the exact depth. Then the unit will not get communicated to the commander in the field so that they will be able to avoid such places with minimum casualties. We are a polytechnic statue, and TETFund are actually supporting us. We have the IBR, we have fabrication too. So some of those research efforts, we are under some funds from TETFund.
We have developed our product AgmiSop. We have developed a solar-powered micro-milling machine to enable poultry farmers produce their own feed at the comfort of their homes, cutting reliance on commercial feed supplies and then to sustain their farming. So this product will enable them to produce with available raw materials and feed their livestock. For smallholder farmers that have stock from 50 to 500 birds or more, this product will be able to satisfy their farm on a daily and weekly and monthly basis.
In taking its relentless efforts of touching every aspect of Nigeria's national life further, TETFund Board of Trustees Chairman Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari recently announced that the agency will be introducing a special intervention in medical simulation and innovation under its 2025 intervention lines. The chairman, who gave the assurance during the inauguration of the Ad Hoc Committee on Medical Simulation and Innovation Special Intervention recently in Abuja, disclosed that the move stemmed from the fund's avowed desire of contributing to the rejigging and transformation of Nigeria's healthcare system, which is currently deemed subpar by all and sundry across the country. The chairman honed on the significance of medical training and research, stressing that those two components are critical factors germane to the sustenance of any society. He noted that the parlous state of the nation's public healthcare system gives vent to the need for urgent and substantial investment in healthcare innovation as a way of leapfrogging Nigeria's healthcare system into world-class medical practice. Alhaji Masari also spoke on the benefits of medical simulation, which will address patient safety, quality of care, and also reduce unsafe practices and errors made by medical personnel that could lead to serious fatalities. The simulation, according to him, will enhance critical thinking, problem-solving abilities, save healthcare costs, and improve overall patient well-being across board.
It is widely recognized that medical simulation would address the following urgent needs in our healthcare system in Nigeria. 1. Patient safety and the quality of care. 2. Reduce unsafe practices that can lead to serious morbidities and or mortality. 3. Save cost of healthcare by reducing medical errors, which can be very costly. 4. Reduce preventative medical errors. 5. Address manpower shortage in Nigeria with doctor to patient ratio as it now is 1 to 9,083 by upscaling healthcare workers to meet World Health Organization recommendation of 1 to 600.
The ad hoc committee is chaired by a world-renowned neurosurgeon, Professor Wale Suleiman. Other members of the committee are Professor Hadiza Shehu Galadanchi, Professor Enoch Uche, Professor Babagana Bako, Dr. Kabir Mustafa, Dr. Lawrence Eziashi Apa, and Dr. Femi Owagbemi as secretary. The board chairman stressed that members of the committee were carefully selected based on their individual capacities as professionals who will work collectively as a team to deliver on the task at hand. Also speaking at the inauguration, the Executive Secretary of TETFund, Akitesuni S.T.A. Chiono, said efforts were being made to improve staff enrollment in medical faculties, adding that the simulation technology will assist regulatory institutions in medicine and dental council to increase the quota of each institution for more intakes. On his part, the chairman of the committee, Professor Suleiman, who spoke on behalf of his colleagues, expressed gratitude for their appointment and pledged to deliver on the assignment within the time frame given. The committee was assigned 8 weeks to deliver on its mission. They were charged, among others, to carry out a gap analysis of medical simulation in Nigeria, as well as conduct a gap analysis in healthcare innovation in Nigeria, chiefly around telemedicine, virtual patient care, and remote patient monitoring. Technology commercialization is the sine qua non of transitioning innovations from the research lab into practical applications in the marketplace. It also serves as a fulcrum for transforming scientific discoveries into products and services that benefit the society. In a bid to revolutionize and reshape the thinking behind the idea of publishing research outputs for earning promotions in the academia, the Tertiary Education Trust Fund TETFund last week organized a workshop on technology transfer and commercialization for the advantage of beneficiary institutions across the country. The 5-day workshop, which took place at the Sandralia Hotel in Jabi, Abuja, brought together academics and researchers from various universities all over the country and was purposefully planned to equip participants with the necessary skills and knowledge to transform their research outputs into commercially viable ventures. In his keynote address, the Executive Secretary of TETFund, Akitesuni S.T.A. Chiono, charged participants to key into the vision of TETFund, emphasizing the need for the academic community to translate their knowledge and innovative research into tangible benefits for themselves and their institutions.
So many constraints, but despite these constraints, what can I do? How can I change the situation? How can I inspire those under my care to become productive citizens? How how do we borrow from what we already know? And that's where it will come to the issue of technology transfer and commercialization. Because thanks to advances in information and communications technology, the world has come together. We've been so integrated that you have access to nearly every discovery, any invention that is out there in the world. What we are trying to do now is to focus on your own environment, on your own situation, on your own level of technological adoption. How can I apply it here? What can I borrow and improve and make suitable for our use?
Professor Ibrahim Katampe, the chairman of the Department of Natural Sciences of the Central State University, Ohio, United States of America, delivered a thought-provoking session on understanding technology transfer and its importance, while Professor Carl Adams, the Vice Chancellor of Cosmopolitan University, Abuja, facilitated a robust training on understanding artificial intelligence, AI, in technology transfer.
And I applaud TETFund in doing this. One of the big challenges in doing really good research is how to make it practical, how to apply that in the real world, how to bring those innovations so that the rest of the population can develop and can benefit from those research. So what we're doing in this workshop here is to explore how to take all those innovations that are happening across Nigeria, across all the different universities, and how to actually apply that in the real world, how to take those innovations and transfer that knowledge, transfer those technologies, transfer that knowledge in context related to Nigeria and help the Nigerian people, help Nigerian businesses to grow, help Nigerian innovation to take place. So really at the forefront of thinking in how to bring innovation and make it practical and apply it to the real world context. So doing great things. More of this, we need more of this. Let's make Nigeria great. Let's make it a thriving, innovative space for both academia but also into business as well. Technology transfer, making it transfer from ideas to business.
The emphasis for this training is to show you the necessary technical steps you need to take to make sure you have a sustainable product. So one, it tells you what kind of research you're going to do. You will not know what kind of research you want to do except you can identify the challenge you want to solve. So this training is saying this technology you're developing is for who? How did you know there's a problem? So it teaches us problem identification, critical thinking, right? Then it shows you the steps you need to take to incubate your technology. Because just having an idea of the solution and doing it in the lab, which is called the university lab, is not good enough. So this training will show you market identification. Who do you think you are making it for? Who are the consumers? Okay, so it teaches us market fit, how to identify market fit for your product. And then the other aspect of this training is how do you protect your process. So we have an IP component to it. And then how do you create a business out of what you have invented? So it's a three-part to it. Identify the opportunity, protect the opportunity, was IP strategy, then business creation. How do you create a business around what you have done? So if we teach our professors all these kind of things, they have an idea before they venture into starting to use TETFund's money to develop products.
Professor Adams emphasized the need for academics to leverage generative AI to spawn ideas, regardless of their field, and utilize them for innovative research and commercialization. This, he noted, will enable them to earn additional income outside their regular salaries. Some of the participants expressed their satisfaction with the training, stating that it will significantly enhance their academic performance and emphasizing that the workshop marked a significant paradigm shift for Nigeria's tertiary educational institutions as it highlighted the importance of technology transfer and commercialization in driving innovation and economic growth.
It's not just enough to win grants, it's not enough to know how to write proposal. But after getting an idea, what do you do with it? How do you bridge the gap between our libraries and the industry? And that's what this conference or this workshop, this 1 week or the past 3 days we've been here has tried to do. I've been able to know that the steps to take in getting my work out of the library shelf and getting it to the industry. In fact, I feel like I am a time bomb now. I want to get back to my university and see how I can, not just myself, see how I can cascade it down to other people and let them know, because that's the essence of bringing a couple of us to come here and learn, so we can go back and tell others and see how we can all get all our ideas and get them out there to the industry. So that's one basic thing I've benefited from this conference.
Thanks to the current ES, who has been a champion of commercialization of research ideas, because this has multi-factorial benefits, not only to the individual scientists or inventors, but not only to the institutions, but even to the country at large. Because now we are talking about knowledge-driven economy, okay, where people will invent certain things and commercialize it, where they will be able to obtain some benefits for themselves and also for the institution.
With the continued unflagging support of TETFund, Nigeria's public tertiary institutions are definitely poised towards taking a giant leap in becoming hubs for innovation and entrepreneurship, and ultimately contributing immensely to the nation's socio-economic development in the foreseeable future. Nigeria's Chief of Air Staff (CAS) Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar has stressed the importance of institutional partnerships such as the one between the Nigerian Air Force and TETFund as an indubitable way of driving national cohesion and development. The Air Chief, who made the remarks when he paid a courtesy visit to the TETFund management led by the Executive Secretary Akitesuni STA Chuno at the agency's headquarters in Abuja on the 22nd of November 2024, also praised TETFund's copious contributions through research grants, ICT projects, and staff training, all of which have helped in no small measure in transforming the Air Force Institute of Technology, Kaduna, and making the school improve its capacity to deliver on world-class education and skills development. Air Marshal Abubakar also expressed his appreciation to TETFund's management for its sterling contributions to Nigeria's tertiary education sector in general, particularly through its relentless building and infrastructure construction, in addition to its research-focused initiatives.
Indeed, their steadfast dedication to funding educational initiatives, building infrastructure, and fostering research has significantly enhanced the capacity of tertiary institutions. Through their efforts, many Nigerian institutions now stand as beacons of academic excellence, not only locally, but even within the African continent and beyond. I wish to express profound appreciation for TETFund for its invaluable support to the Nigerian Air Force, particularly through the Air Force Institute of Technology in Kaduna. The TETFund has been instrumental in advancing AFIT's mission by sponsoring institution-based research projects. Notably, the Center for Innovation and Research, guided by a subcommittee of its board, identified 10 research projects that have been sponsored through TETFund's intervention. Additionally, TETFund has generously funded the construction of critical infrastructure within the institute, further enhancing its capacity to deliver its mandate.
In his response, the Executive Secretary Akitesuni STA Chuno reaffirmed TETFund's support for education and innovation while commending the armed forces' role in restoring peace and security in the country, which are pertinent to creating an enabling environment for development. The Executive Secretary further praised the Nigerian Air Force for its dedication to advancing education and pledged TETFund's continued support for initiatives that promote research, innovation, and national development.
In this season of remembrance and appreciation,
I would like to, on behalf of the Honorable Minister and our Board of Trustees, express our profound appreciation to the armed forces, including the Nigerian Air Force, for your support, for your loyalty and sacrifice in keeping us safe and in supporting Mr. President to guarantee security across the length and breadth of this country. We're indeed very proud of your exploits, particularly we are following what is happening in the Northwest. And we believe that with these concerted efforts, tranquility, peace, and security will be restored to enable us to focus more on development. We are also pleased that the Air Force has been at the cutting edge, in fact, leading the efforts in areas of innovation. First, I want to appreciate you for the participation of a robust team from the Air Force in our just concluded exhibition fair yesterday on research and technology.
The visit of the Air Chief reaffirmed the mutual commitment of both institutions to leveraging on education as a tool for a stronger and more secure Nigeria. As a purveyor and, inarguably, the research-in-chief of the public tertiary education sector, the Tertiary Education Trust Fund (TETFund) has never wavered on its deep-rooted mission of constantly seeking ways of getting Nigeria on a sound, sure, and sustainable route towards a pragmatic, productive, peaceful, prosperous, and powerful nation. And so for Nigeria's tomorrow, TETFund is always on hand to give it today.
Tetfair.